right, as you all start to sort of climb in through the Sumber Hills here, getting into Belliard, you see up in kind of ahead there, you see what appears to be a looks like a fortified building of some sort that's right along the path itself. Kind of runs right up along the path. Has definitely advantage from your position as you're coming up the hill, and you see flags that are flying there on all the parapets and whatnot. And the flags are actually there's somebody's. Hang on one second. Bear a standard that you see flying there. William, you recognize the standards immediately as the symbol of Tyr.
Oh, dear.
Isn't that the one, I think, from your backstory?
No.
Oh, I thought it was. I'm
It's
sorry.
Storm. I mean, they're
Oh,
closely
they're pretty
related.
darn close. Yeah.
They're like brothers, basically.
Yeah. So Tyr, anyways.
Yeah.
So you recognize that as a symbol. Sorry, I knew it was one of the T ones. I couldn't remember which one.
Well, they got the right religion. Hope they got the right faction.
Yeah, I assume you guys continue on the path, right?
Yeah.
Alrighty. So as you get there, you see several knights that are standing up there. They appear to be either knights or paladins. And you see the gate opens as they see you approach, and you see four knights on horses come trotting down. They don't have weapons pointed toward you or anything, and they are flying the standard. And but when they get to you, they're like, one of them says, "Hello. We're the Knights of Samular. You are traveling to where?"
I assume he's talking to our caravan guy.
He's talking to whoever's in the front, the guards that are in the front.
Oh. I tell him we're transporting these goods from barge right in to Long Saddle.
And he says, very good. Be careful. Stone giants in the hills. As long as you stick to the trail and continue on until night, I think you'll be fine. Any news of the south?
I opened up my bag. We ran into a stone giant on the way.
Nice. Good
You
job.
guys happen to do the head bounties here?
No, I don't know what you're talking about, but we don't. They've been throwing rocks at our at the summit hall the whole time, but we haven't really had any encounter or anything.
Throwing rocks at you.
Yep.
From what direction?
From the hills. They've been in the hills throwing rocks.
I guess this place has hills on both sides.
It does. You all are at the arrow there. Says, well, continue to the road. Hope you have no issues on the way.
All right.
Travel safe.
Is this just like a big gate in the mountain?
For the summit hall is, it's right on the
Yeah.
side. You actually can pass on the road with no issues, but the summit it's actually on a hilltop on the side of the hill, looking out over the road. So.
All right.
All right. You guys continue throughout the day and start to come into Belliard towards the night. Belliard, as you come in, you see that it's a town of, I shouldn't say a town, it's a large town, which appears to be kind of a market place for more like cattle drivers. So you see hundreds and hundreds of cows and cattle and livestock outside the city area there. And you know that there's several buildings that are down in the center of town as well. The caravan driver obviously says, finally, it's about time. I'm glad we got here. I can't wait.
Picking something up here?
No, just, looking to have a drink and get off my butt.
Where do people turn in bounties here?
Bounties? I don't know what you're talking about, bounties. You could probably go down to the militia. They may have something.
Is there any Lord's Alliance here?
Not that I know of. I try to avoid them from time to time. present company excluded, of course.
Of course.
Uh,
How about the Emerald Enclave? Do you know anybody from that faction?
The Enclave. No, usually they stay in the woods. I don't really see them very often, or if I do, I never really recognize them. I have had them guide me through some of the more treacherous areas of the road in some of the woods and whatnot, but not very often. Those barbarians keep raiding our caravans as well. Hey, where's your dragon?
Dragon.
Yeah, weren't you guys painting something or looking for something, or didn't you want a dragon to come? The one that keeps stealing all our caravans?
Well, I guess he didn't want this one. So are we planning to stay the night here or go on through?
Go through or go back for the giant?
I'm not sure what our plan with the giant is now.
Yeah, me either.
We left him pretty far back. Alright, giant abandoned.
Alrighty.
I asked the cavern, the dwarf, if we're planning to stay the night here or travel on through.
Oh yeah. How can we not stay the night here? Haven't you ever stayed at the Watchful Night?
Alright, just checking. I'm gonna make my way to the militia to try to collect on this head.
Okay. So as you kind of go through town looking for the militia, the rest of you folks, anything you'd like to do?
No, I'll go with them.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. So as you continue down, you see a building that appears to be kind of a militia or whatnot, and there's a large sign that stands there. It says "Adventures Wanted."
I look at William. I go, "Yeah, that's not for you, William."
No.
And I walk on in.
Alrighty. Did you say you walked in? I'm sorry, it was digital for me.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I
No.
walked on in.
It's my internet. It's been digital all night. So you walk in and you see underneath there it says 500 gold is what's listed.
Well, so you're looking for adventurers?
You see one of the ranch, it looks like a ranch owner. He kind of looks up to you and he says, yeah, I am actually. Are you adventurers?
Well, I am, but that tall guy over there, not so much.
I think we need more than one. I don't think one is going to make the cut.
Oh, I got a friend. His name's Stig.
Oh, okay. All right.
And another friend named Barry, and one named, I can't remember her name.
Oh, well, you got a whole group. All right. Well, we need you to find the hill giants.
It just so happens we did find one.
No, they're where they're coming from. They keep coming in. They ignore us. They go to our animal pens, steal our pigs, our sheep, chicken coop, cattle. Heck, they even tried to steal a barn.
Well, I tell you what, we might be able to help you out with this, but we're probably going to need a couple of cows.
A couple of cows.
Yeah. A couple of cows.
They've taken all our stuff so far.
Well, if they've taken everything, then you ain't going to worry about them coming back now, do you?
I suppose that's true. All
So,
right, fine.
We need a couple of cows, too.
2 cows.
So I look at the group. I say, they're offering 500 gold if we find out where the hill giants live.
That sounds like a good amount of gold.
And we got a couple of cows.
Why?
Well, we could take them back to Dumb.
Ah. Well, if they're looking for where the cows are, where the giants are coming from, I would imagine that's the same place that Grug Hog is, or Guh.
I would think so, and we could get Dumb to take us there.
Yeah, I agree.
I just want to pawn this head off.
Yeah, I think it's only Lord Alliance buying them, and there's no Lord Alliance.
Well, What happens when I go to the militia place?
Yeah, so when you walk into the militia place, there's one guy sitting there. He looks pretty much like a farmer. He's got what appears to be papers and stuff in front of him. He's kind of writing down. He says, "If you're signing up for the militia, sign here."
I was wondering where I could collect on the giant head bounties.
He looks up. He says, "Ah, you found the hill giants?"
No, something much hardier. A stone giant. I show him the head.
We're not having any issues with the stone giants here in Belliard. It's only the hill giants. Sorry.
What? At Summit Hall, they were talking about stone giant attacks.
Well, that's Summit Hall. That's to the south. Here at Belliard on the north, we're dealing with hill giants.
What the hell am I supposed to do with this thing?
I don't know. I didn't cut it off.
I go to the apothecary. It's where you take animal parts.
Okay. Alrighty. There is an apothecary shop here. Yep.
Alright, I got this giant head, rare, teeth intact. What can I get for this?
You see a male elf that's sitting behind the desk, and he has kind of a narrow face and has some real dark green eyes, and kind of has that sort of snootier than thou look. And he says, well, unfortunately, it hasn't been preserved. How many days has it been?
Just one. It was killed yesterday. Night, actually.
Oh, that's not good.
In less than a day.
You need less than 4 hours for this really to be of any significant value. I'll take it off your hands for 15 gold.
That is 2 digits, and this head is being very regretful now. Alright, but I'm keeping the giant's bag.
Fine, I don't need the giant's bag anyways. Can you bring that to the back of my shop, please?
I already lifted it all the way here. A little bit more won't hurt.
Alrighty, so you go ahead and take it to the back.
Oh man, something bad gonna happen here.
No,
Okay, good.
no, you're in the safe city of Belliard. How could anything bad happen? Turn a new leaf. It's 2018.
Yeah.
Alright, rest of the group.
Relenio kind of wander around town. I think there was a inn or something.
There is, yep. It's called the Watchful Knight, Knight. It appears to be a very good size inn, about the size of Bartright probably. It doesn't have 3 stories, but it's kind of spread out expansively on the land. It's a single story. You see multiple rooms. Seems to be pretty busy, people coming and going. You also see that there's weaponsmiths and armorsmiths. This kind of appears to be kind of an area that's pretty busy with caravans. You see lots of caravans coming and going. It's not walled at all.
What's the caravan leader doing?
So he's actually pulling up to the Watchful, or wants to pull up to the Watchful Knight, which I assume you would, and he's heading in for a drink.
All right, I will go in with him.
Alrighty, gotcha. So as he walks in, and he immediately sits down at the table, and he says, I'm glad you came with me. Why don't you order us some Dwarven Ale? What do you think? Maybe they've got Golden Gulp here.
Yeah, I guess I can do that.
Ask for Monder. He runs the place.
Monder?
Yeah, well, yeah, he's the new owner anyways. Yeah, Monder, I think.
All right, so I go up to the bar, and is Monder available?
You see kind of a male human that's there, and he's got a big round nose, almost looks bigger than what it should on his face, and his hair is kind of real messy, and it's silver. He appears to be pretty old. He has dark blue eyes. Kind of looks at you and he says, "Speaking. What can I help you with?"
Hello, Monder. We just came into town on a caravan run by Hori Elkerson.
Yes.
And he was hoping you had some Golden Gulp that we might have or drink.
Unless he brought it, I don't have it. So all I've got is I have some of the Westbridge Ale, but that's about it. It's been pretty short lately.
Okay. I guess I'll take 2 of those, please.
Alrighty, okay. And I gotta be honest with you, the smoked oxen, very good to this time of year. I highly recommend it.
Do you have any jalapeno poppers?
I don't know what those are, but they sound really good too, actually. I'd love to have
Okay.
some.
We'll take a plate of the oxen too,
All
please.
right, yep, no problem. He says that'll be 2 silver.
And so she goes ahead and she'll go ahead and pay for
All
it.
right, gotcha. Excellent. Steak.
I'm just gonna wander around town, I guess. I'll stick with Melton.
Okay, sounds good. How about you, Barry?
I'll go with them.
Okay, gotcha. And then anything else, Relina, that you have there, or just kind of making sure he stays out of trouble?
Yeah, I'll just keep an ear out to listen to what the folks are talking about, what's happening. I don't know anything about this giant thing. I haven't heard really anything about that. Obviously, because it was a separate conversation. So I'm just kind of listening to see what the townsfolk have to say.
Sure. So you hear kind of the discussion in there is they keep talking about they've been all the cattle ranchers who's they typically roam the hills around the village and especially towards the kind of the east of the village as well in the fields, the grasslands and whatnot. Have been talking about how a lot of their wildlife has been taken away. You do hear some comments about a lot of them seem to be coming from kind of more the eastern, southeast direction. However, you do hear one of them says that he kept hearing some loud screaming, wailing coming from the old tower that is kind of to the southeast of Belliard. Otherwise, general talk is about how the giant problem needs to be fixed, and that there's many issues with all the screaming and whatnot, or all the loss of the food and income, and they also comment about surprising how nobody's really been hurt by the hill giants. It's just more of they coming in, stealing food, and leaving.
Okay.
All right, rest of the group.
Did he give me the money?
Yeah, he gave 15 gold. I put it in the carry.
Okay.
Sorry,
I'll just
go
kind
ahead.
of cue him on what I've heard about the giants and also the loud screaming, and then if he's heard of anything called Grudhog.
Yeah, he's like, I haven't heard anything. You talking about the caravan guy?
No, Mondor.
Oh, Mondor. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, he says he's like, yeah, I've heard something about that. Yeah, there's people talking about it. I don't get out of here much. Unfortunately, I used to have a lot more workers, but I don't. So pretty much me running this place now, and I'm working almost 20 hours a day, so I don't really have a lot of time to get out and about. But the stories all have been pretty much the same. There was some discussion about what they described as like fire giants up towards the north, coming down the long road, and then we've also had stone giants here in the Sumber Hills, and hill giants kind of all around the area, a little bit more to the north, but we really haven't seen a lot of stone. Oh, and there's this castle that keeps flying around. Scared the crap out of everybody on the stone bridge the other day. Actually flew under the bridge. It was we were surprised a bunch of the horses didn't run off the edge.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a scareful sight.
No, I didn't. I don't recall? Yes, I did see Zephyros's castle when it.
You did. Yep. It flew
Okay.
around. Yep.
I just make a comment if it was anything that kind of matched that description.
Yeah, he said, yeah, that's the funny thing. It's you've seen it too, huh? It's this this big castle with a big wizard's hat on top of it. Anyways, a lot of people are scared to go across the stone bridge now because of all that, but I haven't seen him in about a fortnight.
I'm gonna make my way back to the bar.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah, I'll head on back there too.
Okay.
All right. When they get back,
Sorry, you cut out again for me.
format, but the actual dining area, is it pretty large or?
Yeah, it's a pretty big area. So this room is kind of separated with. It looked like used to be rooms that they've kind of opened up. So there's three-quarter walls that kind of split the room up into different little seating sections. So it's fairly secluded, where you could have some privacy, but yeah, you can still hear the general din of the room itself.
And is the room like really packed full, or it hasn't gotten
Oh,
that way yet?
Yeah, it's probably about halfway full, I would say. So it's pretty full.
Okay. When the other guys come in, I'll hop up and I'll be waving my arms like it's, like there's no way they can see me. Hey guys, we're over here. I got a table. We're over here. Hey guys, just kind of
Gotcha.
stupidly.
Alright, I go to the table.
Alrighty.
Well, I cashed in that head.
How much did you get for it?
The details don't matter. I got enough.
That's all that matters.
Enough to pay for the things we need.
So I
Oops, you went digital, or at least for me.
about how apparently a whole bunch of cattle is being stolen, and the giants seem to be coming and going from the southeast or so, and that there's some loud screaming and wailing coming from a tower, and that there's been sightings of the fire giants coming down the long road, and that also it seems that Zephyros's castle seemed to have flown by and actually flew under the stone bridge about a fortnight ago.
So the southeast, huh?
Yeah, I tell them about the bounty they're offering for finding where the hill giants are at, and that I've got 2 cows for dumb.
Did you just tie them up outside?
Well, I haven't gotten them yet. I have to go back and get them.
Sounds like we have a couple leads now. But what to follow? We were only traveling with this guy till we really found more leads. Since we were going north anyways.
Do we want to go back to Dom and see if he can lead us to where the headquarters or the camp is?
Well, this is like the second or third town now that has said that they're having problems with Gred Hog. So it's obviously an issue for the entire area, and I think maybe we should do our best to try to find this place and contain it, or make the giants go someplace else, or find their food someplace else.
I agree. We'll send those giants straight to hell.
Well, we might not need to kill them. We can just send them away.
Away. Aren't they all stirred up because of that calling or whatever it was?
The ordning.
The ordning, yes.
Yeah, Relenia doesn't really know anything about that.
Some crazy thing with the giants. That's why they're being so aggressive now. I don't know where we could really send them. The best we can do is cull them.
Well, we've already seen a couple of strange things. In Nightstone, they were after whatever it was in the center of town there. Someone said that they were digging in Red Larch, and then we found the stone giant digging around that, whatever the thing was out in the woods.
The Druid ruins.
Yeah, so they're looking for something.
Well, at the Druid ruins, we kind of think maybe they were going after the staff, maybe? So are they looking for magical items, or I mean, in the other towns they took obsidian monoliths or something, didn't they?
It had magic glyphs in it, I believe.
Yeah, the Nightstone. There were runes in the stone that had started glowing. And we don't know what they were after in Goldenfield.
Well, they were after food for Guh.
Alright, so I think, since we're here, we may as well go back to Dom and see if we can find Grughog.
Yeah, Greg Hogg seems to be at the center of a lot of stuff. What do we do about the caravan leader?
Tell him to wait here for us, or move on.
Alright. Is he at the bar right now?
Yeah, he's thrown back a couple.
Oh, I thought he was sitting at the table with us.
Well, he was, but he moved on when everybody showed up because he wanted more ale. He's like, "This Westbridge
Okay.
is great." He wanders
Alright.
off.
I'm gonna go up to him and tell him there's some security stuff we have to handle past Summit Hall with that hill giant.
It's like leave it to the hand of the gauntlet to do all of this stuff. You guys just go away and go. If you were Zents, you'd help out. You wouldn't leave the job.
We're not leaving the job.
Yeah,
this is a
you
part
are.
of the job. Just don't go anywhere.
I
It
tell you
won't be
what,
long.
If you guys were a different, if you were part of Zents, you would be good. Yeah, I mean you're not really.
Yeah, you
whatever.
You're just drunk. You'll get over it.
Maybe.
I'll give him 2 gold pieces. Have some fun while we're gone.
Oh, you're paying me. This is great. He's like, I need another round.
Alright, I go back to the table and tell him it's handled. Well then, let's be on our way.
All right. So I assume you follow the same path as before. Yep.
Isn't there only one path in the mountains?
There's
are they
all
not
kinds
that
of little
big?
paths and things like that, but this is the main path.
Ah.
So you continue down the path, and you pass Summit Hall and get out to the woods. By the time you're out to the field, by the time you get there, though, it's getting to be getting close to dark. And as you roll up, you see the giant still sitting there, right next to the trees, as he was told. However, he seems to be snacking on what looks like a small sheep.
Oh, as long as it's not humanoid.
He doesn't really see you approaching.
Alright, Stig, you're the one who speaks giant. Offer him
Oh.
those cows.
Melton does too.
Oh, he does.
Well, I'll yell out to Dum.
He goes, "How'd you see me? I was hiding."
Really good lizard sight.
Ah, nice. This was a great place for me to sit. A sheep walk right up. I grabbed him and eat him. He's getting
That's-
hungry.
That's handy. We got cows for Guh, so we're ready to go to the Three Boar.
Okay, let's go to Three Boars. He reaches down and grabs the 2 cows, puts them underneath his arms. Okay, all right, it's this way. He starts walking towards the hills.
Be gentle with those cows. We don't want them getting hurt.
I'll try not to squeeze them.
Now, is he walking toward the hills back towards Summit Hall or
Towards the northwest.
northwest? Okay.
Like that direction.
Oh, good.
Okay.
So he kind of is walking, and you see he doesn't really have a path, but he's just sort of walking in between the mountains. He says, "It's probably this way. Let's go. Got to go through the mountains. I remember mountains."
I thought they said it was southeast.
Well, who knows better, them or someone actually from it?
Well, they said it was southeast from town, so technically we're more south from town. But they also said that I think to the southwest, loud screaming and wailing was coming from a tower.
Ah, okay.
What's the Vale of Dancing Water? Is that like a location we don't know about? It's on the map.
Yeah, that's a location from another adventure module.
TOA.
This is a POTA map. So
Yeah, Princess of the Apocalypse. But we never left the underground, so we never saw anything
Yeah,
else.
you guys never saw Summon Hall or Vale dancing. Yeah, I stole it because I knew we were in the Desert Valley. I'm like, oh, this is perfect. I'll steal their map.
Ah, all right.
So,
Unless you got stoned to death.
Yeah.
so you all continue to travel through the hills and up through the hills, and you hear Dum say, me very comfortable here. This is home.
I look around. Oh no, I wouldn't even know you said that. Sorry.
Yeah. And
How far away are we, Dumb?
oh, we close now. We just around another hill. Three quarters of a hill. We're almost there.
Oh, okay.
So you continue to kind of go through the hills and whatnot. It's now getting to be pretty dark. He says, we need to keep going. This is best time travel. Nobody throw things at me.
All right, show us the way, Dumb. We went 3/4 of a hill, and we're not there yet.
Oh yeah, another 3/4 of a hill. We're almost there. You continue to kind of track through these hills up and down and kind of rumbling through and walking. And it's probably halfway through the night at this point. Definitely has been a very long day for you. And Dum is like, okay, next hill, I'm sure of it. You did cross over the path once, or a path. You're not sure if it's the path. Well, you have a pretty good idea. It's probably the path. It's a large road that you passed over.
All right, so we're on the other side now.
But you're right about there. Yep.
All right.
He says, we keep going, right?
Yeah, keep going. You said half the hill, right?
Yep, half the hill. So he keeps going, and you guys keep winding around and whatnot. He finally gets to a point where he now looks tired, and he says, me tired. We sit down here. And he plops his butt down, and the whole earth kind of shakes again as he does. He say, me go to sleep here. You watch cows.
All right, we'll set up a watch, and we'll watch the cows. He
All
wants to go to bed, guys.
Yeah, it is getting late.
He just literally lays down in the biggest open spot you can see.
All right, Relenia will try to find some more suitable camping for us, something a little bit better protected and with a little bit of cover.
Yeah. So to the kind of the southwest of this open field area it's kind of in between a bunch of hills, like 3 hills that are there. You do see kind of a grouping of trees that's over there, and what appears to be a grouping of trees and whatnot. It appears to be a nice place to camp. That would probably keep you covered, but yet you'd still be able to see Dum.
Okay, so I'll point that out.
Alrighty, gotcha.
I'll let Dumb know we'll be over there. It's safer for the cows.
Yeah, Dum's sound asleep. He literally laid down and just fell asleep.
Awesome.
So he's sleeping there. You guys are able to kind of get your camp set up and whatnot. And as you're there, you'll have watches set up. On the second watch, I forget who's on second watch. It doesn't matter. Anyways, whoever's on second watch, you see on the hill to the northwest, you see what appears to be people moving in and out of what looks like a cave opening, kind of moving back and forth. You see some torches and whatnot, and they're peculiar looking, and they seem to have large torches. Some of them are in deep, long robes, and they seem to be kind of filing back and forth in and out of this cave entrance, which was pretty well hidden until they started moving in and out, and you could see the torches.
About how far away is that?
Oh, it's probably again half mile to a mile away.
Okay, I'll once again bring that up to whoever's next on watch.
Alrighty. They don't seem to be looking at you, and they're kind of kind of moving back and forth, and it looks like they're either moving stuff out or moving things out of the cave. It's weird. You can't tell from this distance.